Todoroki, can we go to the gym Gamma today? Here it is again. Bakugou was about to go to talk to you, but you quickly went to Todoroki, asking him to train you. Can I go with you? Midoriya. Or so said Deku asked. Sure. You replied to Midoriya, making him thank you. Can I join too? I want to train to be stronger too. Yuruka soon asked you if she can join or not. Totally. You wouldn't mind, right, Toto? You smiled at him, making him nod in affirmation. Well, I don't mind, he replied. The reason why you asked Todoroki for help is that you wanted to be strong, so you train with him. Since his quirk kinda supports yours. You didn't want to be seen as a burden to Bakugou since he's your boyfriend. Because, he's strong and all. But because you were so immersed in being stronger, you didn't pay attention to Bakugou. Which made him kind of furious. Bro, you sulking? Kirishima asked his best bud as Bakugou's face turned dark. Let's go. He didn't want to look at you for more, so he left quickly with Kirishima. We'll train at Gym Gamma today. Alright, I need to tell. Bakugou. You turned around to see that Bakugou had left. He left. Todoroki commented, that's strange. You mumbled, well, let's go. You and the others changed into your training clothes and walked to the Gym Gamma. What was that sound? You can hear exploding faintly from outside. I guess someone is occupying the gym. Yuruka commented. You opened the doors and saw Bakugou blasting off Kirishima. That is what you got. Kirishima hardened his skin and Bakugou blasted another big explosion. Bakugou. You shouted at him, happy to see him. You know he always works his best to be the first hero. And you admired him for that. TCK. Meanwhile, Bakugou was happy to see you until he saw Todoroki standing right behind you. He quickly ignored you and continued to blast Kirishima. I guess he couldn't hear because of his blasting, Midoriya commented. Seeing Bakugou training, you don't want to lose too. So you invited them in and pulled Todoroki to train you. Make ice walls and see how many walls of ice you can make before my chain spear impale through your wall. You suggested to Todoroki. Let's see about that. As soon as Todoroki created a big, thick wall of ice, you already activated your quirk in forms of a spear connected to a chain. The more perfect your circle is and your strength is, the more powerful your quirk can be. One by one, Todoroki created walls for you, and you pierced right through. Todoroki blocked some of your encounters, and some of his eyes were destroyed by Midoriya with his full cowling. Bakugou watched as you were doing your best to become stronger. He finds that sexy. What are you staring at? Kirishima looked to Bakugou's way. You're staring at YN. Even though he wished his eyes were only on you. He cannot deny his jealousy boiling over him as you and Todoroki train together. Why do you train with Todoroki instead when you can train with him? He understood that Todoroki's quirk is compatible with your training, but he just still can't accept it. We're going back. Bakugou quickly grabbed his things and left the gym with Kirishima chasing after him. It was getting darker and the school will close soon alongside the gym. So you decided to train again tomorrow with Todoroki, Midoriya, and Yuruka? They also planned on inviting Eitsa again because he couldn't make it today. Is it okay if I ask Bakugou to train with us too? You asked them, considering Bakugou's rivalry towards them. If he doesn't mind. Midoriya replied, but I guess as long as Y/ends here then he wouldn't mind. Okay. Thank you, Midoriya. I'll ask him later. Let's go get changed now. Then you and the others left the school. Back in the dorms, Bakugou didn't answer your knocking and calling so you assumed he was asleep. You told yourself to ask him to train together tomorrow and went to sleep. It was the school's day off the next day, so some students went home to visit their parents. You guessed that Bakugou didn't go, so you knock on his door again. Bakugou? You knocked. Still no answer. You tried to call him but he didn't pick up. Katsuki? Are you in there? You knocked again. This time Bakugou opened the door. What do you want? He said with a rather deep voice. Bakugou, are you okay? Are you sick? You sounded concerned and tried to touch Bakugou's forehead. I'm not. He opened his door fully and faced you. What do you want? This time, his voice was soft. Okay, thank goodness. I'm going to the Gym Gamma again today to train with Todoroki and the others. Do you want to join? You asked him innocently. His face turned black when he heard the half-half bastard's name. Why ask me? He muttered. I can't quite hear that. Are you okay? You asked. Todoroki. Todoroki. I'm tired of hearing that bastard's name. Why? You like him so much. You're cheating or what? Why don't you make him your boyfriend instead of me? He shouted. All you do is hanging out and training with that bastard. What about me, Y/N? Katsuki. You slipped his first name out and he became silent. No, I don't like Todd. You were cut off. Forget it. He wanted to go inside and shut your face out because he doesn't feel like looking at you right now. Bakugou. You caught his arm, calling out his name with a firm tone. Let go. He replied coldly. You were scared for a bit, but you couldn't let him go. Darling, look at me. With a soft voice yet a firm tone, you tried to calm Bakugou's mind. You know that he's very protective of you, so you guess it's just jealousy. Do you really want me to let go? He was taken aback. He didn't know how to reply to that question. He wanted you to let go, but he also wants you to not let go. Come here. He finally calmed down. You pulled him into a hug, which he gave in. You gave him some pats and rubs on his back. He leaned into your hug. I love you very, very much. You said, still hugging him. I will remind you that I love you very much if you forget that. Shut up. He mumbled, inhaling your sweet scent. And no one or nothing will take me away from you, I promise. You whispered softly to his ear. I will never ever break that promise. Okay, Bakugou. Don't call me that. He muttered out, making you a bit confused. But you know what it meant in a second. Okay, Katsuki. He pulled away from the hug to look at your face. Pinky promise. TCK fine. He intertwined your pinky finger. He rarely gives in to this, so he's really shy. You hugged him one last time. Baka Katsuki. You smiled in the hug. Whom do you call Baka Baka? He smiled softly. You were jealous, weren't you? You gave him a cocky grin. He was flustered. I'm fucking not. He rejected. You were just hanging out too much with Glamoricky than me, Miss Witchy. Is that so? Then I'll hang out with you today, tomorrow, and every day. You chuckled, seeing Bakugou returning to his usual self. Fine. If you want, you can fucking come in. He opened his door and walked inside. You and Bakugou spent the day cuddling and talking about stuff. He's really different when he's with you. Of course, you had to tell the Deca squad that you couldn't make it. You texted them Bakugou was being needy today, so you said you have to babysit him. If Bakugou knew, he'd probably blast you off. Well, in a playful way. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss anything I post.